Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, there's an interesting topic going on social media involving Chris Brown, dark skinned woman, and also people are trying to drag Nick of Love Island into the whole drama. So currently Chris Brown have deactivated his Instagram account because of a video made by a black woman who attended his concert, and during the concert they refused to let her pass through the VIP session because according to her, Chris Brown gave his team instruction not to allow a dark-skinned person or dark-skinned woman to be among the women that will be in the VIP session. They allowed everybody, Asian, white, light-skinned women, but never allow all black-skinned women that attended the concert that wanted to pass through VIP session. So I will let you watch the video and I will give you my own opinion as we are watching the video. Let's go.
Okay, so it's been a couple weeks since the Breezy Bowl, since I went to the Breezy Bowl, and I just want to share my experience. I've been getting a whole bunch of DMs since the concert asking what happened and if I could do a story time on my experience. Let me start off by saying, before all you Breezy fans come in my comments, I want to start off by saying I understand that a person can have a preference, but there is a very distinctive difference between having a preference and discrimination and humiliating your fans or someone who's coming to support you because of their skin tone. So to make a long story short, I was personally invited to the Breezy Bowl, to the Chris Brown concert. This is not my first time being personally invited to a concert. I have been personally invited and have VIP experience at multiple concerts, from Lil Baby to Rod Wave to Don Toliver to Drake. So this is not my first rodeo. This is not nothing that don't happen to me often, but this is the first time that I was ever humiliated, and I feel like my time was wasted. So to make a long story short, I was personally invited to the Breezy Bowl by someone who works alongside Chris Brown as well as other celebrities, like a whole bunch of celebrities. So basically, I was personally invited to the concert. I know my closest friend that I went to the concert with a couple weeks before I was invited, she expressed that she wanted to go. And if I have the access to go without her having to spend a dime and have the VIP experience that I'm used to and that I know I was supposed to have and that I was promised, why not make it happen? So when I was personally invited, obviously I didn't hesitate to say yes because, like I said, my friend, she really wanted to go. One of my closest friends really wanted to go. And then I went with two of my friends. One of my friends is dark skin like me, and then my other friend is Puerto Rican, so she's light skin. Remember that. Put that in your head as this story goes on. So we are all from Cleveland, Ohio. We drove from Cleveland to Detroit for the show. I want to say about 4 weeks ago. The whole time I'm in communication with the person that personally invited me to the concert. To my knowledge, he was in London. Like I said, he worked alongside a lot of celebrities. He has access to a lot of celebrities and people in the industry, so he's always working. And he really doesn't coming to the East Coast where we are in America. Like Cleveland, Detroit is not his cup of tea when he do visit America. So I'm in communication with, my friend, my connection to the concert. And he's telling me, yeah, I'm leaving your tickets at the box office, how we usually do, your wristbands, VIP passes, whatever, at the box office under your name. Now, this is before the actual day of the concert that, we're talking about initially him leaving my tickets at the box office. So once we get to Detroit the day of the concert, I spoke with the person who works alongside Chris Brown, and he basically told me I was all set. He left my tickets at the box office. Chris Brown's manager have them at the box office with my name on them, so I just gotta go get them. Boom. So me and my friends are on our way to the concert. We're in our Uber, and I get a text message from the guy, and he's like, Chris Brown's manager is going to meet you at this location. He sent a pin location, and he's like, get there by 7:15. He's going to walk you personally to the VIP platform, so you can watch the show from the VIP platform. So I was a little confused because, like I said, typically he leaves my tickets at box office. I just go give my first and last name, and I get my tickets that way. So I was like, so you don't want me to go to the box office? He's like, no, Chris Brown and his management team does things differently. So I was just like, okay, whatever. I do understand it's a different celebrity, different celebrity, different management teams do things differently. So I just said, okay. So me and my friends get to the pin location. I'm on the phone with the guy, and he's like, yeah, I just got off the phone with Boba. He'll be there in a second. He knows that you guys are coming. He's expecting you guys. He's about to come get you plus 2 other girls. So Boba finally comes to the gate around 7:15. He comes to the gate. I know it's him because he had a name tag on. His name tag basically said Boba. So I'm like, hey, are you Boba? Are you Chris Brown's manager? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm here with such and such. He said that you would be escorting me and my friends to the VIP platform. And he was like, oh, no, sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands. So mind you, it's 7:10, 7:05, 7:10. So the concert just started. And I actually saw him have 50 VIP wristbands in his pocket, but we're going to get there in a second. So he's like, I'm sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands left. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, I just got off the phone with such and such. He said that you were expecting me and my friends to come. So he's like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I can't help you. And he walks away. Doesn't give us a ticket, don't give us any explanation, just that he doesn't have the wristbands. So I immediately get on the phone with my friend that works, with Chris Brown, knows Boba, knows all of them personally. And he's like, what? He's like, he literally just told me that he was coming to get y'all and he was expecting y'all. So he's like, let me call him and see what's going on. So he calls me back and he's just apologizing. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know why he's tripping like that, but he doesn't want to give you guys the wristbands. So in the midst of it, I'm like, okay, well, he said he didn't have any left. But in the midst of it, we're standing there waiting for about 30 minutes to an hour. And me and my friends are watching him give girls wristbands that came way after us. And these girls were mixed. They were light skinned. They were Blasian. They were white. They were like, they didn't look like. So one of the guys from Chris Brown's entourage that was also with Boba walked up to my Puerto Rican friend and offered her a wristband. And she was like, well, what about my two friends that I'm with? And they're like, we can't help them. So this video is getting a little bit too long, but to make a long story short, we stood there and wasted. We missed Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller because we stood there waiting for somebody to help us for an hour. Boba and the rest of the entourage kept coming up, playing in our faces. They even tried to make us perform for the tickets, like made us spin around, audition, jump up and down on one leg, and you know, stuff that the other women that did not have to do, like the light skinned girls, the white girls, the mixed girls. They didn't have to do that. They walked up, got their wristbands, were escorted down with no problem. So yeah, after them playing in our face for about an hour, we basically peeped what was going on. We realized we weren't, you know, getting in, and that was that. So after like an hour of us waiting, Boba comes back and he gives us regular tickets, like tickets that were like, you know, up in the sections, like up in the stands or whatever. So, you know, I wasn't like tripping, but I just felt like he was only doing that because I had to basically, not necessarily harass him, but stress to him that we just drove all the way here from Cleveland and we were promised like VIP passes, VIP tickets by such and such. And he said you knew we were coming. So he basically just gave us the tickets because, you know, I wouldn't let it go. But to make a long story short, I'm sure I'm missing a lot of different details to the events that took place while we were standing there. But, you know, this is TikTok. I can't make a whole vlog about it. To make a long story short, those women that they are taking on stage, that Chris Brown is, you know, performing for on stage, they are definitely pre-picked and pre-selected from that VIP platform that we were supposed to be standing on, that they're standing on, which is why Chris Brown has a preference. But you have not one time seen a dark-skinned girl up on that stage. And his entourage, his management, they're only doing what he is instructing for them to do, which is why you have not seen a woman of my complexion on the stage. All those women look like they're taken on stage because those are the only women that he's given the VIP access passes to make sure of it. I only say that I felt a little humiliated and my time was wasted because, like I said, this is not my first time being personally invited to a concert. This is my first time going, and the person actually looked me dead in my face and said that they were not giving me my passes. I do feel like the reason they don't allow for people to go get their tickets from the box office, how I normally do it, is because they want to see what you look like first. Chris Brown and his team wants to make sure that you pass the paper bag test before you just walk up and they set, basically. And like I said, they're pre-picking those girls. Like all those girls look alike, and that's why I stood there for an hour. And this man kept saying he didn't have any wristbands left, but he gave away about 50 to women, you know, that fit their criteria. And this isn't any like, you know, I can't tell you guys who to support, but I just want to let y'all know, like if y'all wasn't paying to see him, y'all wouldn't be seeing him. So that's just really it. Like he wouldn't give y'all the time of day. So I just want to let y'all know who y'all supporting.
So she posted this video 3 days ago, and currently the video is going viral, which is the reason why Chris Brown deactivated his Instagram account. However, a lot of people are blaming the girl for trying to get Chris Brown attention when he had made it clear that he do not like black-skinned women and also do not want to have them in his VIP session. According to a lot of people, they say that Chris Brown is a colorist and he have made it clear. So after people start blaming the girl, she went on TikTok and start like insulting people. This is where I don't like. She's currently getting angry that people do not support her because a lot of people in the comment section of the first video are saying that she was trying to get Chris Brown attention and also was trying to lay down, you know, do that thing with Chris Brown, and it backfired. Now she came on the internet to tell the story. There are also some group of men who are angry, saying that black women cancelled Chris Brown to the point that he deactivated his Instagram account because of the story of this girl. Then one of the men that made video draw Nick into the whole drama. I don't know why he mentioned Nick, said that black women are supporting Nick, but then a lot of black women went to cancel Chris Brown to the point that he deactivated his Instagram account. But one thing I want to say is that people are not even angry at Chris Brown, so I do not see the reason why he would deactivate his Instagram account. I don't think this is the reason why he deactivated his Instagram account. Maybe, I don't know, maybe people are giving him hate comment. I don't know what happened, but I will let you watch some of the reply I got for you guys, and also let you watch the girl comeback story because she later came back with clear explanation, and also as she was explaining, she seemed very angry, and at this time she's just insulting a lot of people who are giving her hate comment. But the thing is, I'm asking, what did Nick do? Why are people trying to draw Nick into this drama? But let me show you the video I'm talking about.
So it's funny how y'all made Chris Brown deactivate his Instagram because of colorism. But when black women find a white man, y'all praise the fuck out of it. I ain't gonna bring this to Nicolandria, but every other situation or circumstances where a black woman chooses a white man, the white man is clearly the best decision because black men somehow hate black women. But now Chris Brown is wrong for appreciating the light-skinned women. Like y'all just
This is the reason why I feel like a lot of people who are against Nicolandra are mostly black men. Tell me, please, how did Nick get into this discussion? What is nickname doing in this discussion? Tell me. I don't know. I don't understand why this guy feel the need to drag Nick and Olandra into Chris Brown drama. Okay, let me ask. Are black men not also hyping black men who are dating non-black women? They do that everywhere. Even if you go to the comment section of some black men who are showcasing their non-black women, they support them. I don't see the reason why black men get angry when black women support black women who are dating white men. But nobody will ever gaslight me to think that I'm doing something bad by supporting black woman who is getting love from men of other race. But guys, let's continue this video. Let me show you a reaction of other people because people are mad at this girl. And also I want you to watch her comeback story because she came back explaining more about the situation.
So Chris Brown's finally being canceled. That's what it looks like. But this is what y'all canceling for? So he could do damn near anything, but where y'all draw the line is he doesn't like dark-skinned women. That's where y'all draw the line. Y'all are out of pocket. This man done everything under the sun. I mean, we're talking all types of allegations. But this is where y'all draw the line? Y'all are out of pocket. He should have been canceled. I was just having a conversation with the homegirl yesterday about this situation. I don't know what type of chokehold Chris Brown has on the black community, but these people, he got to damn near kill somebody. And that probably not even enough. He's going to come back from this. People are still going to pay that $1,000 for that photo. I'm telling you.
If you are a dark-skinned woman who's still going to see Chris Brown, support Chris Brown, and you get discriminated against in any kind of way because of your skin tone, do not get on here complaining. How many times are we going to have to tell you hoes that that man do not like y'all? He don't like y'all. He don't prefer y'all. He don't want y'all there. He don't want y'all around. How many times are we going to have to tell you that? So if you're going to continue to take your ass to Ike Turner's concerts, understand we don't care if you get your ass on here complaining because you know how he is. That man been telling you how he is for years. He been showing you how he is. The only thing that man want from you is your money for that ticket, that $1,000 for that VIP pass, and for you to get the fuck out of his face. When are you gonna understand that? It don't matter how much you love him, how fine you think you are, how long you been a fan, or any of that shit. He does not want you around. So don't complain when you get treated badly around him because you knew better.
You are not too pretty to experience colorism. There is an entire segment of dark-skinned women who get on the internet every single day and think that they are too pretty to experience colorism, and they come here and they talk about it and say, colorism isn't real. I don't experience colorism because I'm too pretty. You girls are not experiencing colorism. You are just ugly. Like that girl who went to the Chris Brown concert, right? She absolutely thought that she was too pretty to experience the colorism. I am here to tell you that if you are not Naomi Campbell, Kelly Rowland, or now we can add Olandria motherfucking Carthen, you will be humbled. I would never get on the internet and call myself a 10. It doesn't matter if I think I'm a 10. It doesn't matter if in my day-to-day life I'm experiencing people call me a 10. It doesn't matter how much pretty privilege I know for a fact I receive on a day-to-day basis. I would not get on the internet and call myself a 10 because the internet lives to humble dark-skinned black women specifically. But more importantly, I'm aware that I am unambiguously black. I think a lot of you think that your features are less black than they really are. And I think you think that because you maybe have certain features, maybe like a smaller nose or whatever it is, you think that that is going to counteract the colorism. And it's not. And a lot of you are unfortunately delusional about your appearance. Not to say that you're not beautiful. I think you're probably gorgeous, right? I also think that your features are probably unambiguously black. And I don't think you need Eurocentric features to be beautiful. However, the world we live in prizes a certain set of features over others. But you don't actually have those features. And the reason why you think that you are exempt from the colorism conversation is because you have also been sold a very particular set of images that you think of when you think of dark-skinned black women. I would say 75% of them are probably from Tyler Perry, like Medea, right? Or like the Respucias or the Mammy caricature. This is a very specific type of image of a black woman that you have been told is ugly, that you have been told is not desirable, that everyone in America is told is undesirable, which is why when that statue in New York City came out, you all were like, scary, we hate these, these are the ugly black women we don't like, which is why, like I said before, the Exceptional Beauty Olympics does not necessarily actually make things better for black women, because as long as there is this particular archetype, which is usually a fat, dark-skinned, unambiguously black woman that you are trained to think of as ugly, especially if her features are unambiguously black, right, you are never actually going to end colorism or, that's not, I really wish people understood sociology. The point of colorism and racism, right, is that there's always a permanent underclass. I've said this ad nauseum at this point. The point is to create a permanent underclass or a permanent under-archetype, right? And as a dark-skinned woman, it does not matter how many of the boxes of the archetype you do not check off. As long as you check off the dark-skinned one, the world that we live in, as long as it is colorist, is going to put you in the same category as her. It doesn't matter how skinny you are. It doesn't matter how pretty you are. It doesn't matter how fine or keen your features are. If you are a dark-skinned black woman, you too will be put in the box with that archetype, that fat, black, ugly, dark-skinned, unambiguously African-looking woman. To colorists, to people who have bought into a European standard of beauty. That is simply the reality. Like, you cannot change these people with your face card. I don't think people understand that, right? And Olandria, I think, is such a great example of this, right? Because the people who like Olandria, the people who love Olandria, were not racist. We're not colorist to begin with. Nick was not colorist. Nick is not a colorist man. But you know who was? Taylor. It literally does not matter how beautiful, how perfect, how far, quote unquote, Olandria is from that archetype of the fat, black, ugly, dark-skinned woman. In his mind, she's always going to be a peg below. She's always going to stay in that category. There's only so far for a dark-skinned woman to rise, but she cannot actually leave that category because she is dark-skinned. And that's the facts. And I really wish more dark-skinned women would realize that and just stop putting all of this energy and effort into trying to convince colorist people that you're worth a damn. The same way I feel about black people and like white supremacy. White people will never see us as human, by and large. That's just not. They're going to continue to propagate the ideas that they propagate because, like I said before, it's in them, not on them. Okay, they can't help it. Okay, the urge to dominate and separate people and create systems of oppression is in them, not on them. Okay, so you need to live for yourself. You need to stop seeking validation from people who literally could not give less of a damn about you, and you need to put more energy into appreciating, honestly, that fat, black, dark-skinned, ugly woman that you hate so much, that you're trying so hard not to be. I really encourage you to spend more time with people like that and work on empathizing more with people like that, because I honestly think it will help you a lot to see yourself in a better light.
I got into a back and forth with a girl in her comments because she decided to make a video about how she went to the Chris Brown concert and was denied VIP entry because she was dark-skinned. Yes, y'all. So she basically says that she knows some guy who's plugged in with Chris Brown from London, and he basically told her that he could get her and her friends VIP entry, like stage seats, to go see Chris Brown. So they pull up to the Chris Brown concert. Their friend is still in London, but calls Chris Brown's manager and says, hey, they're outside, can you go get them? The manager comes, sees them, and says he's out of VIP tickets. Mind you, she's dark-skinned, one of her friends is dark-skinned, and the other one is Puerto Rican. So they call the guy back, and the guy's like, hold on, let me call him. I guess he calls the manager, then calls them back and says, sorry, I don't know what's going on, but he said that he don't have no more tickets. So instead of leaving and going home, they stand out there looking like boo-boo food, like goofies, watching the manager let other women come in who are clearly, they pass the paper bag test. And while they're staying out there, somebody else from Chris Brown's team comes over to the Puerto Rican friend and says, I can get you in. And when she said, what about my friends? He was like, no, just you. So they stay out there and basically tap dance for Chris Brown's team until the team feels bad enough to give them some tickets, not to VIP, but like 200 level tickets. And she's coming on the internet to expose Chris Brown for being colorist and, we're your fans. Even if you're not attracted to us, we're your fans. And it's like, girl, it's Chris Brown. We've heard these allegations for years, at least 10 years, bro. Be serious. You've never heard that he was a colorist. You've never heard the rumors about him not letting dark-skinned women into his section. You've never heard that. Everybody knows Chris Brown is colorist. There has been rumors for 10 plus years of him not letting dark-skinned women in his section. This is not new. This is not new at all. Nobody's shocked. Nobody's shocked. And I remember Jackie Aina once said, love this quote, stop asking a clown why he's a clown and ask yourself why you keep going to the circus. You know that he's like this. So, but now you're mad because you're a victim. There is a lot of dark-skinned women out there, and I can say this as a dark-skinned, who they know that people think that we are unattractive. They know negative stereotypes regarding dark-skinned women, and they are out to prove people wrong. They are seeking validation from the people who have this mindset. So in your head, you're thinking, well, yes, that's true. Like, yes, I know he's colorist, but y'all probably just really weren't pretty. I'm pretty, so I know that I can get on stage. And you got humble. You got humble. Now you want to come to the internet and complain about a man who has had colorist allegations and allegations of abuse for 10 plus years. Be so serious. Y'all are dumb, and y'all are even more embarrassing the fact that you stayed knowing that that happened to y'all. That's how he feels about y'all, and y'all stayed.
Look here, dark-skinned black women, I really need y'all to stop coming to the internet to clutch your invisible pearls and tell us about how Chris Brown and his staff embarrassed you at his fucking show because he said no darkies allowed, okay? Like, oh my gosh, he doesn't want any darkies here. He said we're not able to come in because we're dark-skinned. Chris Brown made us drink from the colored water fountain. So, why are you there? Y'all do this every 3 to 5 business days. Chris Brown being a colorist is not new information. It's not new. At this point, my outrage isn't even directed at Chris Brown anymore. He's being true to himself. He is being true to what he likes. He does not like dark-skinned black women. He's made that clear several times. He made that clear in London. He made that clear, I guess, most recently in Detroit. Everywhere he goes, he makes it abundantly clear that he does not like dark-skinned black women. And y'all still take your asses over there to go and see him. And then you come to the internet to talk about how his security humiliated you, how you didn't get VIP passes. And it's just like, why are you there? Why are you there? Why do you insist on going to a place where somebody doesn't like you? Like, this whole issue of low racial self-esteem it's a big deal. It is such a big deal because you cannot pay me to go and see somebody who does not see my humanity and my beauty. You can't. Like, what are you missing in life if a colorist doesn't approve of you? Like, why are you there? Like, seriously. And then to the ones who are paying like $1,200 just so he can hug you suggestively. Stand up. Jeez.
So Chris Brown has deactivated his Instagram account because some dark-skinned women have come out to say that he's a colorist. I mean, this story has been said multiple times. So if people are saying the same thing about you over the years, then there has to be some truth to it. Even though we never heard Chris Brown out his mouth say that he doesn't like dark-skinned women, if they keep getting denied by his security, all right, even after y'all buy the VIP tickets, and it's always dark skins that say this, then there's some truth to that. All right, but here's my thing. Why, if y'all know this, I mean, this has been said multiple times. If you know this, when are y'all going to actually stop supporting Chris Brown? Stop buying his tickets. Stop going to his shows. Because guess what? He's not going to change. He's not going to change. If he has a preference that's anything lighter, light as him or lighter or something like that, then I don't know what to tell you. You've seen the type of women he's been with. What are we doing? Like what are y'all doing? So like, and then guess what? It's going to be some more videos of some more dark-skinned women saying that he's a colorist. Okay, well, stop supporting him. You have the power. You got to start asking yourself, is your money worth Chris Brown? And if it's not, then stop buying his tickets.
I have been following this story since yesterday, and I have been contemplating if I should post video about it or I should just leave it. But guys, I decided to post video about it because of the video I watched where Nick was dragged into it. Now, you have seen a lot of replies. I have been watching replies from a lot of black women. Never have I seen any black woman who supports this person. They are all blaming her for going to Chris Brown concert and also expecting some respect from Chris Brown since he have made it clear that he do not like dark-skinned black women. Now, what is Nick doing in this whole discussion? That is what I don't know. What is Nick doing in this whole discussion? Why should anybody think of Nick and Olandra in a situation like this if it is not pure hate for these guys? But guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. I will let you watch the follow-up video this lady made because she came back with more explanation saying that she did not pay for the VIP ticket, that the VIP ticket was given to her, and maybe beauty privilege, I don't know, but let me let you watch it.
So I just got off work and I snatched my lashes off, but whatever. I just want to start off by saying I didn't pay for the ticket. But, okay, y'all have very, very selective hearing, and I probably will never do a story time. Like, that was my first and last story time ever in life. Like I said, I only did it because people were asking for it. But y'all have very selective hearing. It's like y'all hear what the fuck y'all want to hear, and y'all keep saying, oh, you found a fork in the kitchen. Shut the fuck up. Like, y'all found some new saying, and now y'all are running with it. Like, let me start off by saying a couple things that y'all clearly didn't pick up in the video. Well, for one, again, I didn't pay for the tickets. I was offered the tickets. Okay, I did not pay for two. Second fact that y'all missed in the video, it was not my idea to go. I am not butthurt about the situation. I'm literally just bringing awareness because I did notice at the concert that 90% of his fan base are dark-skinned women that look like me. I did not go to the concert with intentions on being on the stage. I did not go to the concert with intentions on going home with Chris Brown. I did not go to the concert with intentions of being his preference. A preference is somebody that you have to date, that you want to date. A preference is somebody that you want to sleep with, that you actually want to pursue to be in a relationship. Not somebody that you have to coexist with and show mutual respect to and treat like a human, or somebody that's a fan of yours and actually treat them with some type of equality. And furthermore, I need y'all to stop coming in the comments telling me what I shoulda, woulda, coulda known about this man. I am not a Chris Brown fan. I am not a Chris... Sorry, my video keeps cutting off, but I am not a Chris Brown fan. Like, I'm not before this situation, I'm not going to say I dislike the man, but I was not a diehard Chris Brown fan to the point where I was not missing a concert. I was not a diehard Chris Brown fan where I'm arguing with people in the comments about him. I was not a Chris Brown fan where I was following fan pages, had him up in my room, posted his pictures of him growing up. No, that wasn't me. Once again, for you simple-minded, selective hearing people, I went to the concert because my best friend, one of my closest friends, expressed that she wanted to go to the concert. And me, being a good friend, knowing that I could get the tickets and show her a good time, I got the tickets. Well, at least I thought I was getting them, y'all. I thought I was getting them. But yeah, my friend, I didn't get to spend my birthday with her. And this was our first year. I didn't get to spend her birthday with her. She didn't get to spend my birthday with me. And we have never did that before. And I know she wanted to go. And, you know, everybody's in the business of saving money. And since I was offered the tickets, I'm like, okay, yeah, for sure. I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. If we being totally honest, I'm a Barb. So as far as y'all saying what I shoulda, coulda, woulda known about Chris Brown, y'all can't tell me where I was at a point of life and what I was going through during the year that y'all claiming Tokyo Tony said what she said about him, not letting her in the section because she's dark skinned. Not discredit her situation or anything, but I wasn't aware of that until around this situation and people were sending me the videos. So furthermore, I was literally just trying to show my friend a good time because once again, I was invited to the concert. If I would have known that that's how he treat women that look like, I wouldn't have put myself in that position. I am not an airhead. I am very smart. I'm not dense. I don't like wasting my time. I don't think I'm an exception. I don't think nothing like that. I didn't know that he treats dark-skinned women differently. Because, like I said, I'm aware of his preference. But a preference is not as deep as disrespect and mistreatment of people that are supporting you. I've been to concerts of people that I am not a fan of just solely off of the fact that I knew I could get the tickets and I knew my friends were fans of them. I don't have to be a diehard fan to show my friends a good time if I know that I'm able to do it. Everything that I do is not for my own benefit. I did not think I was an exception to any rules that he may have. I didn't, it just wasn't going through my mind that his dating preference is how he or they determine who is treated fairly. Like, all pretty girls aside, it doesn't matter how pretty you are. It's really about your skin tone. Sorry, I wasn't aware of that. I really... So, for all y'all in my comments defending him, like y'all lives depending on it, y'all would have never made it in slavery. Not quit. No, but for y'all that are supporting him, and if I was a true Chris Brown fan and I was treated that way, I would be heartbroken and devastated. Because black women are the women who contributed to his success. And like I said, 90% of his fan base were dark-skinned women, were darker brown dark-skinned women. And I wasn't the only dark-skinned girl at the gate. Me and my friend were the only two dark-skinned girls at the gate that didn't get in. It was a couple others, and they were pretty. They were gorgeous, okay? Even the security guards, the people that were standing there, they literally told us what was going on. They've been watching it all night. And that they were very shocked that they didn't let us in. Like, the security, the people that worked at the stadium literally said they were shocked they would not let us in. But whatever, that's neither here or there. Ultimately, I'm saying all of this to say, the reason I posted was not for sympathy. I really don't give a flying fuck about y'all sympathy. I am literally posting this video and posted the other video to spread awareness, because there are girls that don't know. There are girls that are younger than you, 30-year-old, 40-year-old women who have been following him for years. And there are girls that are not as active with current events and on social media and on the blogs, and that don't follow this man as consistently as y'all do. Everybody don't fucking know. But with that being said, it literally cost $0, and it was not hard for them to just give me and my friends 2 passes, because like I said, my friend that was Puerto Rican was offered 1. It would have not killed them to just give me and my other dark-skinned friend the last 2 passes that we were promised anyway. So it's cost $0 to be a decent human being, and they failed, and a lot of y'all are failing. So, you know, be kind, And another thing, I can care less about y'all feeling sorry for me. I don't give a fuck about y'all sympathy. I was never looking for y'all sympathy. That's not why I posted the video. I posted the video to spread awareness for the girls like me that didn't know. So y'all can take y'all I don't feel sorries for her, and I don't feel bad for y'all's, and shove them right up y'all narrow asses.
Guys, let me know if you are as shocked as me as to reason why Chris Brown deleted or deactivated his Instagram account, because I did not see any backlash. Maybe there's backlash somewhere, I don't know, but I have been on TikTok since yesterday watching this whole reaction, people reacting to it, people talking about it. Nobody ever get angry at Chris Brown. A lot of people are getting angry at this girl for even going to the concert to go and disgrace herself and humiliate herself. You can see that she's very, very angry at the reaction she's getting from people. But then again, people are blaming black women for canceling Chris Brown. Now, I don't understand. But guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I uploaded a very interesting video yesterday. If you have not seen it, go and check it out. It's so very good. Like, that video is about Nick and Olandra, and I feel like you'll love it if you're a Nick and Olandra fan, or if you're the kind of person who love interracial marriage, you will love it. But guys, let me know your opinion in the comment section here.